Well, Gaffer, tough one to take tonight, a loss here in Dagenham. What's the overall feeling about the performance?
Again, there's feelings through performance and there's feelings from moments in the game and sliding door moments. I thought, look, they've scored one goal in each half. On the balance of play, have they deserved to win? Probably because their chances were better than ours. But we did create enough chances. We had enough approach play. But getting to that final third is all well and good. You've got to then execute the second to last pass or the final act to put the ball in the goal. Their goalie's made two fantastic saves in the second half, and that is the fine margin there. From us being in a really good position at one end of the pitch, they've managed to go straight to the other end and score the second goal, which I think took a bit of wind out the lads' sails. But I thought we reacted really well to what we gave them at half time. And for 25 minutes I was looking to my right, which is the way we were kicking. So yeah, it's a bit of a pill to swallow, but look, we've got to move on to the next game as quickly as we can and look at that. This one's gone.
I think the two best chances tonight came through the middle. Kai Corbett hitting a couple sweet ones, bottom corner, both forcing very good saves. Was that sort of the idea and the game plan to work through the middle?
Well, we played with two up and one behind this tonight and we felt Kai would exploit them spaces a bit like Joe Haig does for them. And that was proved right on both counts. Like you said, Kai had actually three really good shots. The goalie made a really good save, top right-hand corner, then he made two down low. But the little things that are really not going for us at the minute, if you have a look back at the first goal, I'm not sure who it is, I think it might be Archie, trying to block the shot. He's got something on it, but it's deflected it past our goalkeeper. Kai's had a really good effort in the first half, like a sidewinder volley, and their lads got a block on and hit him smack in the middle of the gut. Now, you can say that's lucky, you can say it's fortunate, whatever it is, and it's just that little bit that just aren't going for us, you know. There's a foul in the box, somebody goes down at a corner. Our man's on the floor with a bloke on top of him and we've got the foul given against us. That's just not going for us at the minute. Little things like that, and it's frustrating, but it's part of the game. Look, at the end of the day, we're still a long way from the finish line and we know what the aim is, we know what we've got to do, and I've never seen prizes at all. Congratulations given out in January in my life.
So those fine margins, those little things, is there a way we can force them to go our way?
I think that's what it is. I think that's the 2% or the 1%. You say if everybody could give a 1% more, you got an extra man on a pitch. Now, we brought lads to the club recently who have come to this club to help this club, but they've come from clubs where they haven't been playing a great deal of football themselves. So it's going to take them a couple of games to get to their top speed. The lads who are already in the building have learned the way we do what we do on a Monday to Friday basis. So I don't think it'll take a lot for them to click as a group, but I do think it'll take a little bit of time for one or two of them to get up to full speed in terms of 90 minutes match fitness. But look, there was a lot to like here. I mean, I thought the pitch played really well despite the conditions that we've had up here the last couple of days. But we can't ignore the fact we've lost we lost the game and we haven't scored a goal. I'm disappointed on both counts. One or two things were said in there that'll stay in there by the lads, which I'm absolutely delighted with, because I think we live in an age where you can't say things without being called to task for things. For if you have an opinion about what your mate's done or what he hasn't done in the dressing room of football, I think that's fine, and I encourage that. So I'm pleased that's. But everything that was said, I think, was really constructive, and from the heart from one or two of the players. So that's really pleased me, if I'm being honest with you. So like I said, we'll dust ourselves down and we'll get back in and we'll see them on Thursday.
And that next game coming up then, Enfield, a team that I know you approach every game the same, but a team down there with us, a team that will really be wanting to beat.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, listen, we want to beat every team that we play. That's the aim when we go into the analysis and the due diligence. When you take that microphone out of my face, that's what we'll be looking at, trying to win the next game. We'll be given the information in the same way that we've done since I walked through the door. We know it works because I've done it long enough. Now we've got to impart our thinking and our tactics, if you like, and I hate using that word, but our plans into the players, and then that's got to be executed. But look, Enfield are in a similar situation. You just said it to me. So nobody's going to roll over and give us 3 points. We've got some very young lads in there experiencing first-team football for the first time in their lives. And this is the most difficult part of football if you're not winning football. It's really easy when you're winning. Everybody wants to pat you on the back and tell you how well you're doing. When you're not winning, you've got to find something in yourself to emanate a confidence in the dressing room amongst each other. And you know what? If I was a betting man, I would bet that we've got the right people in the dressing room.
Well, just finally then, I saw you made a point of telling the players to go over and clap the fans at full time. Is there a message you want to send them home with?
Well, that was the message. I got the lads together because I looked around, and the vast majority of the fans that had come up stays behind. Now that's the indication to me that obviously they're disappointed we haven't given them a result, but I don't think they were disappointed with the effort or what we were trying to do. And I never take fans for granted wherever I am. I appreciate their support, and it's needed. Listen, at the end of the day, they support this football club. We are their football club, and we'll be doing what we can, both at the side of the pitch and on the pitch, to try and get the points we need.